It is not by reasonable talk that one gets the masses, but by arousing emotion. Emotion can be aroused in everyone at the same time if you bring up the inferior function, because as I said before, that is the emotional function. Therefore, if you speak to intellectuals, you must arouse primitive feelings. If you speak to university professors, you must not use scientific language, because in that field, their minds are clear and they will see through all the snares in your speech. If you want to get a lie across, you must substantiate your lie with a lot of feeling and emotion. Since university professors will, on the average, have inferior feeling, they will fall for that at once. Hitler had the art of doing this. His speeches show that he talked quite differently to different groups, and he knew very well how to wake up the inferior function. A man who had been present at several of his speeches told me that he did it through his intuition, by feeling his way into the situation. At times, Hitler would at first be quite uncertain. He would try out his themes like a pianist, mentioning a little of this and a little of that. He would be pale and nervous, and his SS men would get all worked up because the Führer did not seem to be in form. But he was just trying out the ground. Then, he would notice that if he brought up a particular subject, it would arouse emotion. So then, he would just go full tilt for that. That's the demagogue. When he feels that inferior side, he knows where the complexes are, and that is what he goes for. One must argue in a primitive, emotional way, the way in which the inferior function would argue. Hitler did not think that out. It was the fact that he was caught in his own inferiority, which gave him that talent. The Germans think much better, but their feeling is rather primitive, warm and full of the atmosphere of the stable, but also full of explosives.